By virtue of the powers that are vested in me as the Chancellor of Mangosuthu University of Technology, I declare this congregation open for the installation of the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Mangosuthu University of Technology. You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the Chancellor has formally constituted this congregation, today's proceedings may begin. But before we begin, may I please ask that you rise and observe a moment's silence in honor of the late Princess Buthelezi, the Honorable Princess Buthelezi, who passed away recently. If you may please rise. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on this historic day to witness the installation of an excellent academic, a noted researcher, an accomplished academic leader and manager who coincidentally happens to be a woman. And we celebrate this day with her today. It gives me pleasure to welcome to this august occasion the following people. In absentia, the Honorable Minister of Higher Education and Training. Present here today is the Chairperson of the Higher Education Portfolio Committee, the Honorable Mr. Walter Letzi. The Deputy Director General responsible for the Education Branch in the Department of Higher Education, University Education, Dr. Marcia Sositwa, family of the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, founder of this MUT, the Speaker of the eThekwini Council, Councillor Tabani Nyawose, our MUT Chancellor, Mr. Sandile Zungu, the MUT Administrator, Professor Lawrence van Staden, and part of his technical team, Mr. Paul Slack. Vice-Chancellors here today, Professor Mtosi, Professor Dube, Professor Maikiso, Professor Letlokwa, and numerous Deputy Vice-Chancellors and Deans and representatives from other universities. Our CEOs, our industry partners, our donors, and our distinguished alumni. A number of school principals, teachers, and learners from the schools surrounding our university. The international community represented by our partners in the United States and Germany. The MUT executives, deans, senior management staff, and students. The Chairperson of Senate and the academic staff. The Chairperson of the Institutional Forum, the President of the SRC and students, the President and members of Convocation, the Chairperson and members of the Institutional Forum, members of Organized Labor, Nahau and Tenusa, our support staff, members in community and friends of MUT, and of course, a very special guest that's sitting next to Professor Sibiya is Mr. Mfundi Sibiya, whom I am told is her driver.
from the department, local government, fellow academic institutions, from institutional structures, and so on and so forth. And please pardon me if I say all protocols are humbly observed. Wathinta abafazi. Wathinta abafazi. Uzokufa. Asho njalo amagama. Those are words from the most enduring slogan of our country's liberation struggle, which was bequeathed to us. This slogan is a symbolic reminder that women matter. Their work matters. Their voices matter. And most importantly, women are prepared to fight for what is rightfully theirs. It is a powerful metaphor with a strong literal representation. Imbokodo is a hard, grinding stone which is used for crushing maize into flour. It is a resilient stone. It does not crumble into pieces, which makes it ideal for grinding even the hardest seeds. It is so strong that it transforms whatever it grinds into something new. It even grinds other stones into shapes. Think about the audacity this stone has, its courage, its backbone, nesibindi. To be imbokodo is to be something truly remarkable. It means being strong and resilient, caring and supportive, and most importantly, having the political will and the power to transform whatever and whoever imbokodo touches. We are gathered here today to celebrate and pay tribute to one of these grinding stones, imbokodo yethu, Professor Nokuthula Sibiya. Soto, the new Vice-Chancellor and Principal of our university. Professor Sibiya is one of only 7 women Vice-Chancellors in South Africa's 26 public universities. Her appointment increased the representation of women Vice-Chancellors to a slightly better, but still woeful and depressing 27%. That she is the first woman to hold the Vice-Chancellor's position in MUT's 45-year existence is as much a cause for celebration as it is an indictment of the state of transformation in our universities. I do not doubt that her path to this moment is dotted with stories of hard work, courage, overcoming obstacles, and succeeding against all odds. It is an open secret that our institution is going through a rerouting. It is like a vessel altering its course to avoid a rocky and treacherous port. Pessimists have described what our university is going through as a crisis. If this is indeed the case, a crisis, then Professor Sibiya is very lucky. A crisis is a canvas that needs to paint her masterpiece. A crisis requires a leader who is strong and resilient, caring and supportive, and one with the will and power to transform things. These are qualities of a grinding stone that I referred to earlier. Trust me, imbokodo will never waste a good crisis. She will take advantage of its opportunities and implement meaningful change. Imbokodo will rise and grind the finest. Our university is young and full of unlocked potential, no doubt. It has a unique identity as an institution that largely caters to underprivileged students from our townships and some of the darkest corners of our country, not because of load shedding, but because of social issues. I've been fortunate to witness firsthand the hope our institution represents as I preside over graduations. For many parents, seeing their child graduate with a qualification from any MUT is the highest point in their lives. It is the most fulfilling experience that anyone could ever be part of, more so when it is a female graduate. It is a reminder that MUT is not in the business of education for education's sake. Ours is a business of changing lives and restoring hope. But for our institution to continue refilling the cups of hope and inspiring even the most underprivileged to dream, we need to forge new partnerships and make new friends. We are grateful for government subsidies, but this cannot sustain universities. As such, one of the biggest responsibilities of a Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sibiya, is to raise funds on behalf of the institution. Professor Sibiya is now the face of our fundraising efforts, and her presence will greatly enhance our reach. I have no doubt about that. At this university's annual fundraising dinner, the next one being on the 15th of November, Professor Sibiya will get an opportunity to meet some of the new friends and partners we made at the same event last year. I hope they will rock up. We are honored to have caring friends and partners, such as, notably, the most eminent Prince Eduwazi Ted Zulu, the founder and CEO of Soweto Group. His generous contribution will change the fortunes of our female engineering students and their families forever. That is it. We are grateful also that Prince Ntuthukoyezwe Zuzifa Buthelezi, Inkosi of Buthelezi clan, picked up the baton on behalf of our founder's family. We know he faced a bereavement last week, and I will not be surprised if he is not in attendance today, even though he would have loved to honor this august occasion. We are also honored to call the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal Province, Honorable Tamintuli, a friend of our university. He was there at the fundraising last year. The Zulu Nation's traditional Prime Minister and KwaZulu-Natal MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Reverend Tulasizo Mthelezi, is our institution's friend. He was there last year. Veteran employment and labor law attorney and business executive, Sibusiso Gulu, also a director on my company, Zulu Investments, is our friend indeed. He was there last year. We have even made friends in the information technology sector, such as Tsepo Molope, whose commitment to University of MUT has not gone unnoticed. We are friends with the rock stars of science. I'm talking about Professor Salim Abdul Karim and Professor Quraisha Abdul Karims from the Center for the AIDS Program of Research in South Africa, CAPRISA. We are grateful for their generous contribution to our institution. We are also proud of our association with them and equally humbled by the seriousness with which they treat us. It is true what they say, only great human beings can produce great science. We look forward to congratulating them when they receive a Nobel Prize sometime soon. With the help of our friends and partners, our institution is fast gaining a reputation for being an institution where female students succeed the most. I'm proud of the fact that MUT registers and graduates more women than men. MUT should be the benchmark for all our universities in as far as gender equality is concerned. This should not just be limited to the student population. It should extend to support staff, academics, and research staff. It matters who teaches, and develops knowledge, just as it matters who is being taught. Transforming MUT to reflect the demographics of our country at every level is mandatory for our survival. With the appointment of Professor Sibiya to the highest position, our university has taken an important step towards gender equality, but more still needs to be done at other levels. We need female deputy vice-chancellors, deans of faculties, heads of department, directors, senior directors, researchers, and academics. When it comes to transformation, less can never be more. Less is less, and more remains more. Our university needs more women. The pursuit of racial inquiry should reflect our country's demography. In terms of the road ahead, our university is on the eve of a new strategic plan, Umhlahlandlela, which will set out the university's future direction for the next 5 years. We must consider how we grow our infrastructure, expand academic offerings to strengthen research output and maximize subsidies, generate more income, including from the alumni. Evaluate what we stand for as an institution, and most importantly, how we strengthen our support to staff and students to reach their full potential. As I close, I want to remind us that our university was born out of the desire to uplift the underprivileged and underserved through quality education. For the most part, we have succeeded in meeting that goal. But as society changes, so does our role in it. The next chapter of rebuilding our institution, Professor Sibiya, its good name and reimagining its role in society will be tough. Fortunately, Imbogodo yethu is equally as tough as she is supportive. I do not doubt that our founder, Umntwana wakaPhindangene, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, is resting and smiles as the thought of Professor Sibiya takes his legacy to another level. Congratulations, Professor Sibiya, and all the best to you for the journey ahead. Rise, Imbogodo, rise.
Thank you for your inspiring speech, Chancellor Zungu. I'd like to now call upon the Administrator, Professor Lawrence van Staden, to read the biography of Professor Sibiya. And this, ladies and gentlemen, now starts the formal installation of our new Vice-Chancellor and Principal. Professor van Staden.
Professor Nokuthula Sibiya's life and work embody the true essence of heroism through consistent, dedicated efforts to uplift her community. Born and raised in Umlazi, she has a deep connection to her roots and has faced socio-economic challenges firsthand. Her journey from a nurse to a distinguished academic leader is marked by a profound commitment to education, community health, and very important, women's empowerment. During her tenure as Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Engagement at MUT, she has been instrumental in shaping the university's community-based strategy. Her initiatives in youth empowerment, digital literacy, and health education have created long-lasting impact, making her an exemplary figure in both academia and, very important, in her communities. Taking over the reins of Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Mangosuthu University of Technology on the 1st of August this year, Professor Sibiya is the first Umlazi-born female Vice-Chancellor. Indeed, very impressive. This historic milestone is made more significant given the institution's 45th anniversary in 2024. It also underscores the university's long-standing legacy of shaping future leaders and its dedication to advancing higher education in South Africa and the continent. Professor Sibiya's academic qualifications include a Bachelor of Nursing, Honours in Nursing, Master of Technology in Nursing, and a Doctorate in Technology in Nursing. Very impressive indeed. She's a C2 rated scientist with the National Research Foundation, NRF. Her research area is primary healthcare with specific focus on maternal and child health. She has published, and this is indeed very impressive as a true scholar and academic in higher education. Professor Sibiya has published over 120 journal articles, conference proceedings, books, and book chapters. She has successfully supervised 62 master's students and a very impressive 33 PhD students in her career. Wow, Prof. Sibiya. At national level, and this is national level, Professor Sibiya serves as a member of the Higher Education Quality Committee. She has also served as a member of the Accreditation Committee, chairperson of the Forum of University Nursing Deans, and Regional Nursing Education Association. She has also served as the reviewer of the National Department of Health Primary Health Care Standard Treatment Guidelines Essential Drug List. Again, very impressive. Professor Sibiya has previously served as the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, Innovation and Engagements at MUT, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Teaching and Learning at the Durban University of Technology. She is indeed no novice. Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences and Head of the Department of Nursing in the Durban University of Technology. In a vision for Mangosuthu University of Technology, Professor Sibiya emphasizes enhancing the university's research capabilities, promoting interdisciplinary collaborations, and establishing global competitive academic programs. She is committed to fostering a culture of innovation and inclusivity, ensuring that MUT remains a leader in higher education, both locally on the continent, but also globally. Her appointment is a collective victory for women who aspire to break barriers and to lead with purpose. There is no doubt that the leadership will bring transformative change, while it continues MUT's tradition of excellence and its mission to shape its own future. Siyabonga. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present Professor Maureen Nokuthula Sibiya, Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the Mangosuthu University of Technology. Madam Vice-Chancellor, I require you to say in solemn affirmation the words of the pledge of loyalty and commitment to the high office to which you will be installed.
I, Maureen Nokuthula Sibiya, pledge myself to uphold the values and objectives of Mangosuthu University of Technology, to lead the university in its response to the challenges facing our land, to encourage the pursuit of excellence in teaching and learning, research and community engagement, to perform the duties of the Vice-Chancellor and Principal as prescribed by law, and in all things to promote the welfare of the university.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Mangosuthu University of Technology, I now install you into the office of Vice-Chancellor and Principal, and I invest in you with the authority, rights, and privileges of this office. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and privilege to introduce to you our new Vice-Chancellor and Principal.
You may be seated. Good day to our esteemed Chancellor, our Administrator and his team, Vice-Chancellors galore this morning, and our very special esteemed guests today. I see you. All protocols observed. I'm privileged today to share with you an interpretation of the logo on the VC's newly designed academic attire. The distinctive MUT logo, which you see on the screens, and which is embroidered on this gown, has evolved over the past 45 years, echoing the evolution of this university. From a technicon in 1979 with 15 students, it is now a University of Technology with 15,000 students. Key aspects of the previous logos have been incorporated into what you see now. A modernized shield representing a strong heritage with a bold upward curve anticipating future achievements. The shield also conjures up the image of the elephant tusk, which symbolizes strength, strong African roots, and local pride. The angular patterns in our logo are distinctly African in design, while the continuity in shape indicates water and its fluidity. Apart from the origins and establishment of MUT on the east coast of Africa, this also projects innovation, stability, adaptability, and the desire to push on. The lines do not end, but they show the endless pursuit of excellence, borne out today in this pivotal moment for us as an institution. Also carried over into the logo designs to what we see today are the three diamonds, which stand strong by themselves now in simplicity and strength. Our university embraces the diamond as a symbol of success, purity, and independence for staff, students, and alumni. Accordingly, the three diamonds, in exquisite design symmetry, are intended to create balance. They represent our three pillars as a higher education institution: teaching and learning, research and community engagement, and our three faculties: applied and health sciences, engineering, and management sciences. They also represent our three areas of collaborative excellence as outlined in our strategy: human and social settlements and development, energy and the environment, and health and food security. You will find all these elements combined in a unique, stylish design on the Vice-Chancellor's official attire, signaling and representing the advancement of MUT into a new era, to which we look forward. Well, they say that diamonds are a girl's best friend. So I'm hoping that Prof's dear partner, her better half, as she would say, is listening carefully. Today at MUT, as we perform the rites of passage of change, we are assured that our Vice-Chancellor, whether she is wearing the gown or not, will be a sparkling interpretation of our logo. I thank you.
I now welcome and ask to the Administrator and Chancellor to move to the front of the podium. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is now the robing of the new Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Mangosuthu University of Technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the new Vice-Chancellor a hand of a huge applause.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you, Administrator. I'd like now to call, as soon as the wardrobe malfunctioning is sorted, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now call upon our Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Sibiya, to deliver her inaugural address. Professor Sibiya.
Ngosuku lokuqala nje into zabantu siyawe isiqoko. Ngiyajabula ngoba umphathi sifunda wami ukhona la. Uzolikhulekela leli dimoni. In absentia, Honorable Minister of Higher Education and Training, Dr. Nokuthula Sibiya. Chairperson of the Higher Education Portfolio Committee, Honorable Mr. Walter Letsie. Deputy Director General responsible for the education branch in the Department of Higher Education, Dr. Marcia Sotsiwa. Family of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, founder of MUT. The Speaker for eThekwini, Councillor, Mr. Tabani Nyawose. MUT Chancellor, Mr. Sandile Zungu. MUT Administrator, Professor Lawrence van Staden and his technical team. President of the MUT Convocation, Mr. Sandile Dlamini. Vice-Chancellors and Deputy Vice-Chancellors from sister universities. CEOs, industry partners, donors, and distinguished alumni. School principals, teachers and learners from satellite schools. International community represented by our partners from US and Germany. Chairperson, and members of the Institutional Forum, members of NEHAU and TENUSA, Student Representative Council, members of the community and friends of MUT, family, relatives and friends, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin by extending my warm greetings to each of you here today. I'm deeply grateful to the University Administrator, Professor Lawrence van Staden, for entrusting me with the leadership role, and to the university stakeholders for their confidence and support in the decision made by the Administrator. Today, it is not just my installation. It is Mangosuthu University of Technology inauguration, as it marks the beginning of our collective quest for a new plateau. Today, I prophesy that the new plateau, by this installation ceremony, is born. My appointment as the Vice-Chancellor and Principal comes at the pivotal moment, and especially at such a crucial time when the university must embody resilience, perseverance, and unity in order to embark on a journey towards achieving excellence and greatness. Chancellor, with your permission, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to those who have played a significant role in my journey up to this moment. As I stand before you today, I'm deeply mindful that this moment is not mine alone. It is culmination of guidance, encouragement, and unwavering belief from countless individuals who have walked this journey with me. First and foremost, I thank the Lord God Almighty for granting me wisdom, guiding my steps, and showering me with his blessings. I can confidently say that without my faith in him, I would not be standing here today. To my family, who has been my rock during difficult times, providing unwavering support and constant encouragement, I'm deeply thankful. Their love and resilience have been my foundation, allowing me to face each challenge with strength and purpose. Their steadfast belief in me has given me the strength to persevere, even in most challenging moments. They believed in me and motivated me to strive for personal growth. It is because of their love and sacrifices that I'm able to stand here today, ready to serve, lead, and embark on this journey with all of you. I owe my deepest gratitude to my mentors, colleagues, and friends who saw potential in me and offered wisdom, encouragement, and consistent support at every turn. It truly means the world to me. To each member of this university who welcomed me into this esteemed community, thank you. Thank you all for believing in me and for standing by my side. It is because of you that I'm able to stand here today, ready to serve and lead with dedication and purpose. I am an African woman whose journey and success were shaped by growing up in the previously marginalized settlement of Umlazi, a community that taught me to thrive amid adversity, develop and embrace an all-enduring spirit of resilience and hope. I'm deeply honored to lead MUT as its new Vice-Chancellor and Principal. I can confidently state that my appointment marks a new beginning for MUT. As the first female Vice-Chancellor, this in itself is a testament to the new direction our university is taking. This appointment is a collective victory for all women who aspire to break barriers and lead purposefully. I believe that my appointment will inspire hope and courage among staff and students, while also reinforcing the confidence of our stakeholders and partners as we rebuild the foundation for MUT's future. It is particularly meaningful that my appointment coincides with the celebration of our 45th anniversary, a moment of pride and reflection for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, as I indicated, this year marks a momentous occasion for us at MUT as we celebrate our 45 years anniversary. This milestone is not only a celebration of our rich history, but also a reflection of our forward-looking vision as we continue to build on the strong foundation laid by those who came before us, striving for even greater accomplishments in the years ahead. From its humble beginnings, as the administrator has indicated, with just only 15 male students in 1979, MUT has grown to be an institution serving over 14,000 students and boasting nearly 50,000 alumni. I wish to pay tribute and express profound respect to the late Umntwana wakaPhindangene, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, the visionary founder of MUT. Siyabonga Shenge, Nyamana kaNgqikelelo. Your name will forever be engraved in the hearts of generations to come. My vision for MUT is to transform it into a leading institution of higher learning, recognized for its academic excellence, innovation, and positive social impact. I see MUT as a university that fosters an inclusive and dynamic learning environment, where both staff and students are empowered to reach their highest potential. While I acknowledge that there is still room for growth and improvement, particularly in our operations, I firmly believe that through collaborations, we can transform our institution for for the better. However, this vision cannot be realized without your support. Each of you play a vital role in bringing stability to our university and striving for excellence across all areas of our operations. Together as one community, we hold the power to shape a brighter future for MUT, one defined by innovation, resilience, and shared purpose. With your commitment, I am confident that we can achieve greatness and transform our university into a beacon of excellence. Chancellor, during my presentation for the Vice-Chancellor and Principal position, I emphasized my belief in transformational leadership, and I stand by that today. We must begin to ask ourselves critical questions. What type of leadership is needed to make MUT the university of choice? What makes us unique? And how can we, as management, work collectively towards a shared vision? The appointment of the administrator at MUT has brought much needed stability to our university. I am pleased that we are now in the process of establishing the University Council, the highest decision-making body of the university. My hope is that the incoming council will prioritize good governance and offer robust, effective insight of the university's function. By fostering accountability, transparency, and strategic vision, we can ensure that our university not only meets but exceeds the standards of excellence we set for ourselves. With the Council's support, I am confident we will build a strong foundation for lasting success and growth. Their support of the executive management is crucial. And by eliminating unnecessary tensions, we can create an environment that fosters the success of our institution. Additionally, we must cultivate a space where student leaders feel empowered to express their views on issues impacting our students. Collaborating with the Student Representative Council, clubs, societies, and convocation is essential to achieving strong leadership and good governance. I therefore urge everyone to commit to working together effectively. My aspiration is that under my leadership, I will be remembered as a visionary leader who not only transformed MUT, but also positively impacted the lives of our staff and students. Chancellor, esteemed guests, and colleagues, it is my firm belief that we all share a collective responsibility to reposition MUT for future success. To do so, we must embrace a shift in our approach, adopting what I would like to call business unusual. We cannot rely on traditional methods if we are to elevate this institution to new heights. As many of you know, our current strategic plan is set to conclude in 2025. We have already initiated the development of a new roadmap that will guide MUT through to 2030. This forthcoming strategy will be instrumental in aligning our efforts with long-term vision and mission of the university. It will serve as a blueprint for our progress, but also as a tool to continuously monitor our goals, celebrate our successes, and identify areas where improvement is needed. By 2030, I have no doubt that MUT will stand as a transformed institution, one that is more innovative, inclusive, and aligned with the evolving demands of both academia and the broader world. The new strategy will be a beacon guiding us towards this transformation, and ensuring we remain committed to excellence and growth. Together we have the power to shape a new future for MUT, and I'm confident that we are on the right path to achieving it. Fellow colleagues and distinguished guests, it is universally understood that the primary role of any university is to promote and advance its academic mission. As an institution dedicated to fostering innovation and technical expertise, MUT must focus on reinforcing this mission. However, to truly establish ourselves as a leading university of technology, we need to start considering and implementing forward-thinking strategies that will drive growth and sustainability of our institution. Our current academic landscape presents both opportunities and challenges. And to address these effectively, a number of strategic initiatives must be put in place. Among the key areas we need to focus on are expanding undergraduate and postgraduate programs. At present, MUT offers a limited number of undergraduate programs. This narrow scope restricts the university's potential to attract a larger pool of students. Introducing new, diverse undergraduate and postgraduate offerings will be able to respond more effectively to evolving academic, technological, and industrial demands. We'll also be able to equip students with the latest knowledge and skills that are highly sought after in the job market. And we'll also be able to position MUT as a hub for research, innovation, and advanced learning in various fields, broadening our appeal to prospective students and industry partners alike. These new programs will ensure that MUT stays relevant in an ever-changing global landscape where interdisciplinary and specialized skills are in high demand. I'm delighted to announce an exciting development in our commitment to enhancing and expanding our academic offerings. In our ongoing efforts to grow and innovate, we have officially rebranded one of our faculties, now known as the Faculty of Applied and Health Sciences. This rebranding is not merely a change in name. It reflects our dedication to aligning our educational programs with the evolving needs of society, particularly in the vital area of health sciences. Again, we will focus on enhancing academic staff qualifications. Another critical factor that will shape our academic future is the qualification levels of our academic staff. To maintain a standard of excellence, we must ensure that our lecturers and researchers possess advanced qualifications that are aligned with the university's long-term goals. As I mentioned during my presentation, as a candidate for the Vice-Chancellor and Principal position, it is now a formal requirement for all lecturers to hold at least a master's degree. To support this, we are putting systems in place to assist those staff members who are yet to complete their postgraduate qualifications, offering them the necessary resources and support to do so in a timely manner. We aim to protect and strengthen the integrity of our academic projects by ensuring that all our staff members are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and qualifications required to deliver high-quality education and contribute to impactful research. For research, innovation, and community engagement, Chancellor, distinguished guests, I am proud to share that MUT has made significant strides in cultivating a culture of research, innovation, and community engagement. Our mandate is clear. We are committed to enhancing our research outputs, increasing our visibility on both national and international platforms. It is essential that we empower both our staff and students to be creative and innovative, ensuring that their work directly contributes to improving the lives and livelihood of our communities. As a university located in a township, we bear a profound responsibility to address the societal challenges faced by the residents of Umlazi. It is our duty to leverage our academic resources and expertise to make a tangible difference in the lives of those around us. My vision for research, innovation, and engagement at MUT, it is to establish a center for entrepreneurship. While MUT has achieved considerable success in fostering entrepreneurial spirit among our students, we can do even more. As one of the Vice-Chancellors recognized by the Entrepreneurship Development in Higher Education, EDHE, for our support of entrepreneurship programs, I am committed to solidifying this recognition. By establishing a dedicated center for entrepreneurship, we will empower our students to develop innovative solutions that address the urgent issue of unemployment in our community. This center will serve as a hub for training, mentorship, and resource sharing, enabling our students to turn their ideas into viable businesses. To bolster our research capabilities, we must invest in our faculty. Implementing a research capacity building program will equip our staff with the necessary skills and resources to enhance the research efforts. This initiative will provide training, workshops, and collaborative opportunities, fostering a vibrant research culture within our institution. Expanding our graduate offerings is crucial for improving our research output. By introducing more master's and doctoral programs, we'll not only attract top talent, but also create a robust pipeline of researchers who can contribute to meaningful advancement in their fields. This will enhance our reputation as a leading research institution. To better reflect our commitment to supporting advanced studies, we will be rebranding the Research Directorate to Research and Postgraduate Support. This new focus will emphasize our dedication to providing comprehensive assistance to our postgraduate students, ensuring that they have resources and guidance needed to succeed in their research endeavors. Our community engagement initiatives must align seamlessly with the strategic goals of the university. By integrating these efforts into our overall strategic plan, we will ensure that our outreach is impactful and sustainable, addressing the specific needs of the Umlazi community while enhancing the educational experience of our students. Collaboration is key to our success. We will actively seek to foster partnerships with external stakeholders, including industries and international organizations. These collaborations will provide our students and staff with invaluable opportunities for research, internships and real-world applications of their academic work, ultimately enhancing our impact on society. Holistic student support is essential for preparing students to be competitive in today's dynamic job market. To achieve this, we must make a substantial investment in the development of all our students, particularly those in leadership roles. Ensuring student success goes beyond academics. It involves a comprehensive approach that nurtures various aspects of their personal and professional growth. By creating a supportive environment, we empower our students to excel, not only in their studies, but also in their overall well-being and future careers. Chancellor, I am convinced that it is essential to cultivate a strong institutional culture within our university, laying the foundation for new systems that will transform the way we operate as the Mangosuthu University of Technology community. To achieve this transformation, we must encourage both our staff and students to embody our values, committing themselves to their responsibilities with unwavering excellence and diligence. The conduct of our staff and students is not only a reflection of who we are as an institution, but also plays a significant role in positioning our university on the global stage. By fostering a deep sense of shared accountability and responsibility, we can unify our efforts and pursue greatness together. This collective approach will shape the future we envision for our university, defining our trajectory in the years to come. A strong institutional culture will also empower our community to act ethically, upholding our values to safeguard the university's reputation and integrity. Such a culture is crucial in preventing corruption and discouraging any actions that may tarnish the university's name. Now is the time for us to build an institution characterized by transparency and ethical standards, one that prioritizes the long-term sustainability and success of the university. Together, we can create an environment that is free from corruption and aligned with our vision for a prosperous future. As we move forward at MUT, I urge each stakeholder of MUT to commit and recommit to the university's shared purpose of transforming lives and shaping the future of our students, staff, and the greater community of South Africa. In this installation, I pledge to lead with a deep commitment to the university's values of accountability, integrity, respect, and excellence. I will work with the entire university community to write the next 5-year chapter of MUT. Please join me in introducing a new word I have coined for our success as MUT. And every day, whenever each MUT stakeholder wakes up, please ask yourself, what is my Excel today? Please join me in embracing a new mantra for our success at MUT, the Excel, which I am coining and will soon be cascaded down to staff together with the MUT Strategy 2030. The Excel mantra is drawn from my vision of academic excellence, financial sustainability, and socio-economic development, and thus represent Excel. E standing for elevating academic excellence. X factor, innovation. C, community development. E, engagement. And L, leadership for a better future. Why is this Excel so meaningful for me and every MUT stakeholder? When I opened my speech, I started with my positionality, being an African woman who grew up in the dusty streets of Umlazi Township. This disparity is represented by the 4 schools which I attended: Toliso Primary, Sawela Primary, Velabahleke Senior Primary School, and Vukuzakhe High School. These schools represent each stage of my life. That is my positionality. But through resilience imparted at each stage of my school life, I was frequently reminded of the need to excel. Today, as I present this Excel mantra, I challenge everyone to create their own Excel so we can make a difference in the lives of others, and remember that our work is a calling to better the lives of others, just as we stand on the shoulders of the benefactors of MUT, in particular the MUT founder, the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Chancellor, Program Director, it would be remiss of me not to pay tribute to all MUT staff and students for their support. I wish to thank the administrator, Professor Lawrence van Staden, and his technical team, the MUT Executive Management Committee and Senate. Kudos to the Registrar's Office and Marketing and Communications Directorate for all sterling work done and support from when my appointment was made. Honorable Minister, Program Director, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Ngiyabonga.
Sibiya sotobe kumede sibiya ngenkomo abafokazana bebeya ngamahlahlane nabawankomo sengole emaweni ngasengole sibayena kuyona yakhona sala samashinga esikhotha amaphube sezinye esikhotha zimalasi msingole impumelelo yobuye ethola abanye bengasithola hlome ngobuhlangana abanye behloma ngezinganano umajazi emfunda yamlandela amanye amajazi ezingane balandela isikhulu esiphembe ngowayiromax enews esinumber plate esemlazo ebhinqa amafuba enkakwezi ehalalisa nombhido onqola kashenga professor nawe mangosutha umncinyane mbuyisi wethemba kwimbokodo engabadini isikhiya samakata ngesibekela kwashiyele elengile inqopha mlando ezibani sikhanyisela ukubakhuthaza abathemba lingasekhoyo mfukamela isikhundla zikanomfundi abanye befukamela amahuwo ezikanuko themba yabahlengikazi bedunguza oswini bethalalisa iminjinjo kasolwazi umthombo habula ukuhlolela impilo lempumelelo C2 rated scientists by National Research Foundation ukhozi babazi isibindi kuwentombi kamajozi udada besabe ngayo lemtsinze esiphethu ngithosele gwalagwala izinyoni zisho ngomkelelo ezovuna ukhalalisa kwemthombo nezihlahla injini yaqoba emagalela nzima ipene ephepha kufakaza ngenhlinini mshayelo enhlupheko wale empowering women leadership first female vice chancellor and principal isilungu sathe indawo yaso iqombe iphayizi iqombe iphayizi isibuko sedayimani isibuko selokishi umtsinso wokuzimi ukuvuna izithelo zombukiso bhanyabhanya umdlalo weshashalazi zonke sibukele isiphethu gobela wesifundiswa mdidiyelo wentsimi yokuphila edla umhlanganise emadwaleni kasompilo ingwedla ngamabala ngapho kasotobe udla ngokutsakadula kogebhezi ndlovukazi ayiqedwe.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Our choir will now render an item. Thank you to the choir for that moving rendition. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon our guests to deliver their messages of support and congratulatory notes. And we will start with Professor Mtose from the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Zululand. And as indicated in the program, the speakers thereafter will each come to the podium and render a message of support and congratulation from their various constituencies. Professor Mtose.
Kokuzethova, Yanbingelela nonke, and all protocols observed. On behalf of the Vice-Chancellors of University of South Africa, I deliver this morning a congratulatory note to our Mbogodo, Nokuthula Sibiya, the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Mangosuthu University of Technology. My theme this morning, my Mbogodo, is leading resilience against historical disadvantage towards flipping of the narrative. It is with a feeling of great honor and pleasure to speak at this august occasion, the inauguration of Professor Nokuthula Sibiya as the first female Vice-Chancellor of Mangosuthu University of Technology since it was established almost half a century ago. This is indeed a glorious day where we celebrate women leadership, not only for MUT and the rest of higher education in South Africa and the world, but also it is a moment of triumph over marginalization, exploitation, disadvantage, and inequality that has taken place in our nations. We in South Africa cannot forget the infamous words of the architect of apartheid, Hendrik Verwoerd, who unashamedly declared that blacks were never destined to be more than hewers of wood and drawers of water. The South Africa we live in today is grappling with apartheid legacy, which manifests, among other things, in patriarchy and gendered inequality, entangled with other multiple forms of domination. For women, the so-called glass ceiling phenomenon, encapsulating multifaceted barriers such as gender biases, family-related challenges, insufficient time, allocation, and organizational stress. When you are a woman, you experience this even more than men do. And all this I define as our lived experiences as women in leadership. Shattering or overcoming the glass ceiling, Professor Sibiya, Vice-Chancellor and Principal of this university, has proved to be elusive, not least because of the intertwined nature of other colonial coexisting with apartheid legacy, created multiple hierarchies of domination, racial, political, economic, to mention a few, that intersect on an individual woman leader that inflict historical disadvantage. Professor and Vice-Chancellor, whether you see yourself as historically disadvantaged or not, the fact of the matter is that today you are being inaugurated to be at the helm of a higher education institution born out of apartheid legacy, referred to as historically disadvantaged institution. So, we have a situation here where we might say a historically disadvantaged Vice-Chancellor and Principal leading a historically disadvantaged institution. Where do we go from here? Program Director, given the state of affairs, I'm attempting to paint here a picture. Allow me now to invite you to accompany me on the exploration of this apparent leadership, male or female conundrum, which I crystallize in a question of how to take advantage of being disadvantaged. I do this in two main segments. The first segment consists of a briefing interrogation of notion of disadvantage, with a view to yielding some insights on whether and how it can be overturned into positive opportunities, under what conditions and with what mechanisms. The second segment flows from the first. It drills down into the work of an HDI leader, delving into what kind of stance and orientation would anchor the leadership praxis that flips the deficit-inclined Western hegemonic narrative in a way that places the objective and needs of disadvantage at the center of leadership praxis. Professor Sibiya, Vice-Chancellor of this university, take advantage of being disadvantaged. Use this opportunity to pave a way for your brothers and sisters who have been in position as disadvantaged so that you can change the status quo of this place. Attempting to unravel the advantage and disadvantage question has occupied leadership, social science theorizing for decades. There are, on the one hand, scholars that seek to expose the flaws of and label such advantaged or disadvantaged, or closer to the home, historically disadvantaged institutions as fixed and unchanging label that takes on a trajectory of a self-fulfilling prophecy of reproducing embedded inequalities. I ask you this morning as we celebrate you to unravel and to break the chains and the yoke of those that are disadvantaged like you are. However, I would like to cite the recent work of Bohas et al. In 2024, which gives some proactive perspectives, can be steered around and throughout challenging spaces of historical moments of disadvantage, and create conditions and opportunities where disadvantage can be turned around into one of an advantage through recognizing and acting on the spaces and moment of scenarios of disadvantage where the institution is at a particular time to overturn the bearing. I would like not to take much of your time, but rather move to leading resilience against historical disadvantage and towards the flipping of the narrative. This historical space can never change until we take a position to say we are here to change it. As women, it is important for us that we take this opportunity of being positioned as the lowest of all gender, the lowest of all political positions of the country, but rather say we will change and will move these institutions to greater heights. I was thrilled, Professor Sibiya, this morning to hear you putting and flipping this narrative to say you will make this place excel, and I congratulate you on that. One of the things I would like you to take with you as I give you this moment this morning of celebrating you and welcoming you into the position of being a Vice-Chancellor, to flip the hegemonic grand narrative anchored on Western psychologized notions of resilience We need to ask a number of questions and craft visions from where we are located. It is important that you understand the context of your being, the context of the people you serve, the context of the students you serve. Do we craft a vision and mission designed to emulate or catch up with the Western imaginary notion of a world-class university? Oh no, Professor Sibiya, I think you need to look and connect with your origins. You need to connect with the people that have made you. You need to connect with the society that you mean to connect with and you need to develop. Alternatively, we should question whether the canonized perspective of Western ways of knowing and being are neutral, superior, and good for everyone. Within this framing, it becomes important to seek a center and assert our own ways of being and knowing that we have up to now been marginalized or we have even been erased, particularly as women. Women in this country, especially vice-chancellors, have been cornered, have been crucified just for being women. And I want to say to you this morning, as you take this university forward, stand firm, knowing that this is a new beginning. You are embarking on a journey, but understand yourself to be authentic, an authentic African woman, and that the challenges that are inherited in hegemonic epistemologies and narratives and success from the West. I say this to stress that the historic mission that faces all historical disadvantages in South Africa. Program Director, what I have presented is a glimpse of enormity of the task of our dear Professor, Vice-Chancellor in Principal, is posed to tackle. What remains for me is to congratulate and express solidarity and wish her a very success as she steers the ship on these turbulent waters towards a new and more equitable world. Bogoto, uyibamba ungayeki isikhona.
Honorable Chairperson of Portfolio Committee, Honorable Minister of Higher Education in their absence, Administrator and his team, the convocation of President of the convocation, and all protocol observed, and Usingaye, Professor Nokuthula Sibiya. Sotobe, Gazu, basi babiya ngenkomo abafokazana bebiya ngamahlahla ndaba kumede manyenyela onyelela njengentombi yesokeni nina nabakakomisa esengelwe emaweni ingasengelwa esibayeni inkosi ayiqedwe ntombi endala ngiphoqwa isimo izihambeli zethu kwamele ingizwe ukuthi ngithini. Ngizwa ngathi ngizobe ngakhulumi nawe mangigudluka kwelikaphunga noMageba. Usiyongixolela ngani yakwethu futhi uyongixolisela nabakakini. Ladies and gentlemen, I am incredibly proud to stand before you as a female IF chairperson and as well as celebrating the groundbreaking appointment of the first female Vice-Chancellor of the Mangosuthu University of Technology. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi nomntwana wakaphinda ngene njengoba celebrate namhlanje nayo uyacelebrate kanye nathi njoba silana. Honorable Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, as the guardian of governance in the higher education sector, Today is a testament to our unwavering commitment to transformation. I am passionately committed to driving the advancement of women into top positions in the future. Dear Prof. Sibiya, congratulations. We are eagerly looking forward to your upcoming appointment. You embody hope for women everywhere, and we are eagerly looking forward to witnessing the exciting events ahead, the recognition that lies ahead of us. As you step into this role, it feels like you are becoming a nurturing figure for all of us, and we are excited about the family that we are forming together. Our diverse backgrounds will bring rich perspective, and with your anticipated love and fairness, we are confident that you will lead us towards a bright and promising future. In the days ahead, we can expect significant demands to arise. Many will seek miracles, often overlooking the fact that you are also human and you also have your limits. It's important to remember that we are here to support you. There is no need for you to be an expert in everything. Just trust in us. We will stand united, ready to tackle any challenge together. Undermining your efforts is not an option. We look forward to your leadership and guidance as both a leader and a nurturing figure during this journey. And I would like to wholeheartedly commit that as long as I hold the position of a chairperson of the IF, I will continue supporting and upholding the transformation agenda. And let me be clear that discord or dissent will not sway us from our mission to forge a united MUT. As leaders of this institution, we stand resolute in our duty to bring everyone at MUT together. I would like to express my appreciation for the presence of our esteemed political leaders today. We acknowledge that MUT is an integral part of our global community with its associated rules and regulations. However, please bear in mind that we are currently in a phase of rebuilding. It is your significant responsibility, Prof, to guide MUT towards becoming a university of choice. When we express that something may not be workable, it is not an act of defiance, but a clear recognition of the challenges we are tackling in our rebuilding journey. We are committed to overcoming these obstacles and moving forward with confidence. Let me leave you, Prof, with an inspiring quote from the late Maya Angelou. You may not control all events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. With that, congratulations. May you be guided by wisdom throughout your leadership journey.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Chancellor Baba Umanzini, Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, Prof. Van Staden, our Administrator, Vice-Chancellors who are here, members of the Executive, our honorable guest, the SRC President, Mnumzana Ngubo, Deputy President of Convocation, I greet you all. We are here to pass on behalf of Convocation our congratulatory message to the Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Sibiya. Prof. Sibiya, I stand proud before you that when you first hired here as the DVC for Research and Innovation, I was part of the panelist that was interviewing you. And that's when I realized that we have finally met our match. we have finally met what we're looking for as MUT. At that time, I didn't even know that I will stand here congratulating you as the Vice-Chancellor. I'm really proud. You're coming to MUT, one of the disadvantaged institutions. I always say we need to use that to our advantage. You're coming to an institution that has its own issues that needs to be sorted out. You're coming to an institution that has many actings. I've never seen such actings in any university before. But we are confident that MUT is no longer going to be a Hollywood where people, when they want to act, they will just come to MUT. It is a university that has a bright future. It needs people that are dedicated, energetic, and always looking forward. I believe that you are that person. It needs a driver that is sober-minded, decisive, person who's not scared of taking decision, whether that decision is wrong or right. The fact that a decision has been taken, it's the kind of a person that MUT needs. If you don't take decision in MUT, things don't get done. We are here to assure you that we'll be working with you in every journey. Fortunate enough, we are also almost a month in office. We were elected on the 5th of October, so we'll be turning a month on the 5th of November. It was a highly contested convocation ever in the history of MUT, and we are proud that we came victorious. MUT won, we assure you that. Amongst our issues, there's a new tendency, Vice-Chancellor, that is beginning to happen in our MUT that we are not proud of. It goes a long way that in a long run it's going to tempt the qualifications that we produce in this institution. That needs to be stopped immediately. We need people who are decisive, who will make sure that they confront that head on. Recently, if not last week, Vice-Chancellor, I was contacted by a journalist asking me to confirm whether the allegations that there are issues of sexual harassment in MUT for students to get marks are true or not. I refused to comment because I was not aware of that. Such things, when they get to journalists, they are going to have impact on the qualifications. There are so many graduates of MUT who work so hard to earn their marks. We can't allow those few rotten people to dent the qualifications that are produced in this institution. Vice-Chancellor, it's becoming a norm that when students are looking for services, they are made to pay money for services that are supposed to come to them freely. MUT can't be that kind of institution. To the chairperson of the portfolio committee, and I've seen the Honorable Msezana, who is a member also of the portfolio committee, we appeal, and please pass the message to the minister, to the NSFAS. NSFAS must pay MUT. We have our students who have not received their qualification since back to 2018. And the main reason is because NSFAS has not paid the university. I don't know, CFO, if it's a right move to say, let's hold student qualification if they have not paid. I really don't know whether it's a correct move. However, in my own straight analysis, it hasn't bear so much good results. These students, for them to come back and pay for the university, they need to be working somewhere. And in the corporate world, they want qualifications for them to hire our graduates. Let's try by all means to find possible ways, Vice-Chancellor, of assisting our alumni and our graduates to obtain their qualification and find a mechanism as to how we deal with the escalation of a student debt. I'm certain that majority of our students who are owing, it's not them who are owing, they made a commitment, NSFAS made a commitment that is going to pay for them. And if we hold their qualifications, we might be knocking at the wrong door, because I know for a fact that it's not them who are going to tell NSFAS that now NSFAS pay. But because we have the chairperson of the portfolio committee here, we have members of parliament here, please, we appeal, NSFAS must pay our institution. MUT is a historical disadvantaged university. It solely relies much on government grant. So if institutions like NSFAS do not pay, it means the university is not going to function. Let's try by all means to assist that the university success. Vice-Chancellor, with those words, I want to say on behalf of the MUT convocation, congratulations, we have full confidence in you and we will be working with you moving forward. Thank you.
Amandla, awethu, usibiya, owethu, Program Director, ake ngibingelele, ake ngithi nje all protocols observed. Siyalibonga leli thuba phambi kwenu ulwazi lwakamthimkhulu uhlalo wenehawu la eMangosuthu. Ngizomela izwi noma iphimbo labasebenzi. Kahle kahle namhlanje ngokwethu sizobongela iMangosuthu. Azile ukuzobongela uProfessor uSibiya. Soqala nje sibongela iMangosuthu ukuthi ekugcineni isikwazile ukuthi ingabi institution eyiranayo bese sibiza ngeBollywood la kukhona wonke umuntu uya act for isikhathi eside. Mesifuna kulunga into zabasebenzi ayikwazi ukulunga ngoba wonke umuntu uma actor uyathaba ukuthatha isinqumo. Ihlukumeze kakhulu lento sabasebenzi for isikhathi eside. Bethi noma kufike iportfolio committee on higher education beshonisa ngala sidonse ngengalo nabo honorable ladies bakhona bawofakazi. Sithi hayi banamanga banikhombise ngakona nako kuyikona esifisa nisilungisele kona. No administrator did a very good job. What I would like to declare on behalf of staff is that we were involved from inception. Sibe khona eqaleni kwaze kwafika egcineni kwi process yokuqoka nokuqasha o Vice Chancellor and Principal wala eMangosuthu. And ngofakazi ngizoqinisekisa bonke abasebenzi nomphakathi ukuthi sikhethe kahle. Ngalawo mazwi umuntu azange azabhalele utho ngoba sikhuluma from enhlizweni umuntu ubeka leadership from mhlambe 2007. So ama issues akudingi ukuthi umuntu awabhale ukwaxoxa nje awashare lawa ngekho sensitive. Kodwa namhlanje besizobonga kakhulu ukuthi luzo lafika lolusuku. Angeke ke sifike sibe yiphathi yokuthi sithole usolwazi ukuthi akazosilekelela uma esefikile bese siyamjikela. Asigule emakhaya. Kodwa phela mexosha abasebenzi soxabana. Soxabana ngempela. Ngalawo manzi siyabonga kakhulu Prof, siyabonga kakhulu bonke abaphathi, all protocols. Thank you so much.
La mawusuthi no Professor babili abathanda ukuhlabelela. Professor Sibiya no Professor Msomo. Mase kuba no Chancellor wakhona. Laba bake bambone einkundleni zokuxhumana. Bamnaka ukuthi uhlale ehlabelele ekhuzi sakhe. Ngiphi ke mina Prof Sibiya. Kube ngakwazi ukuhlabelela bengoshade ngoma angiyazi nokuyazi halala sithi halala sithi aw halala ayisabona angaze kodwa ngiyibone ishawa kuhleli phansi lengoma. Mhlawumbe la eMangosuthu kuphela. Aningishayeleni kancane. No 5 minutes, speech sami su 2 minutes. Comrades on the right, thank you very much. Thank you, Program Director, for the opportunity. To our Chancellor, Sengwai, our Administrator, Prof. Staden, members of Executive Management, honorable members of Parliament and the Chair of the Portfolio Committee present in this hall. I believe there are members of the Provincial Executive as well. Members from the royal different households and members from eThekwini municipality. This is a very emotional day for me today. Prof Sibiya sike saba umakhelwane 20 years ago. When she was moved, her department then, nursing department, was moved next to our offices. At the time, we were very young and ungovernable. And the building we were left to occupy was only occupied by students. And you can all imagine what was happening there. And I was in charge. There is a famous politician in South Africa. When he speaks in parliament, he says, "I'm in charge." So when Prof. Sibiya came to invade our building, I was in charge. From day one, efikile wehamba ngemoto encane. Yayincane ngempela. Iqamile. I think the color was green. Wehamba nge-Uno ibhalwe uSotobe 1. Siyayibona le Sotobe 1 iqhamuka la siyimele la epaka khona ila kwakumiwa khona laba abenza izinto engalungile kakhulu will do their ungodly things there. Silibone leli old lady iqhamuka. And the old lady la nursing, we didn't know then, and the things that were happening there, as I say, they were not godly, and it was early in the morning, like any mother will do. And those who know Prof will know Gut Alfa. And the journey started, and we'll meet many years later. So I'm very proud to stand here today, Prof, having seen you rise through the ranks in the academic space. My speech here is going to be very short. I would like to greet all distinguished guests, members of staff of the university, students, and all protocol observed. Today is a day of unparalleled significance as we unite to commemorate a significant milestone in the history of our university. Prof. Sibiya, our newly appointed Vice-Chancellor. Prof. Sibiya is a trailblazer and the first black woman to oversee this institution. We extend our congratulations and honor. You have courageously assumed this leadership position in the presence of significant obstacles, including financial instability, underfunding, allegations of malfeasance, corruption, and structural issues. Even the most experienced leaders could be discouraged by the weight of these enduring issues. Nevertheless, your steadfast dedication to the restoration and advancement of this institution is testament to your fortitude, resolve, and strength. Professor, your appointment is not merely symbolic. It is clear indication of the institutional progress we are making and the conviction that we are capable of self-transformation. Your vision motivates us to advance despite the limited resources and low research output. We are committed to improving academic standards, cultivating a culture of accountability, and reigniting our enthusiasm for learning and excellence. It is an uncommon occurrence for us to observe such commitment in action. You are not only a beacon for women, formerly disadvantaged individuals and Africans, but for all of us who believe in the transformative force of education. We are fortunate to have a leader who is deeply aware of our obstacles and is dedicated to making a positive impact. Madam Vice-Chancellor, we extend our gratitude to you for your courage, vision, and unwavering commitment to the advancement of this institution. On behalf of all members of staff, my cherished union Tenusa, we are optimistic that in contrast to certain individuals, you will serve as a leader for all university members, maintaining impartiality towards members of the organization, and leading without fear or favor. You will establish a sense of excellence and assist in the eradication of mediocrity that has begun to take hold. Our sincere aspiration is to witness meritocracy ascend from the lower echelons of MUT to the upper echelons, transcending expediency and petty politics. We are confident that our university will develop into a place of integrity, inclusion, and excellence under your stewardship, which is well deserved. We are eager to collaborate in the construction of a more promising future. Congratulations on your appointment, Ndaba, Gumede, Sibiya ngenkomo, abafokazana bebiya ngamahlahla. Nina bakwankomi sengelwe emaweni, ingasengelwe esibayeni akuyona eyakhona. Gumede kaNdaba, umanyelela njengentombi yesokeni, sotoba.
Malibongwe. Igama lamakhosikazi. Honorable Minister, Honorable Letsi, Administrator, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Executive, Dean of Students, all protocols observed. The name of this hall is Dr. Pixel Kaseme, who once saw Africans united all tribal boundaries, and who was one of the first fighters fighting for the black people and the system at that time. For the students of MUT and the newly elected SRC, this hall is where we, the SRC, presented our manifesto to students, whereby it was consisting of the things that we'd like to implement and the changes we'd like to make. This is where students came out in numbers to vote for us with the belief and trust in us that we are the correct candidates for student voices and leadership. Today, this is the hall where I, Mhlengi Ngubo, the president of the SRC, congratulates and requests for the unity of taking this institution forward with a collaborative efforts between students, leadership, Professor Sibiya, and every stakeholders of the university. Professor Sibiya brings with her wealth of experience, deep commitment to education. And for us, that is very, very advantageous for the institution. I remember this one time we had a conversation with Professor Sibiya. She mentioned that her CV has over 40 pages, and we were impressed as a student's leadership. As we celebrate her appointment, it is important to state that she is the first female Vice-Chancellor in the 45 years of existence of this institution. Professor Sibiya, these are the student issues esinazo la eskoleni, of which most yazo inkinga zika NSFAS. Pertaining indaba yama NSFAS appeals, outstanding allowances, defunding of students, nani koninte yenzekile last year of which it was called e-capping. It's left students with student debts namanje angaka resolveki. So we are appealing to you, Madam Vice-Chancellor, to please assist on that issue. And also we are appealing on the presence of the Office of Minister to please intervene on that issue. This is the request from the SRC. We request the consideration of students, collaboration, reaching to NSFAS to fix each and every issue that I've outlined. The investment in advancing the sports facilities of these universities as well. In conclusion, we are excited about the leadership and vision of Professor Sibiya, and we look forward to a fruitful partnership as we navigate the advancement of this institution. I thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to now call upon Councillor Nyawosi to render a message on behalf of the eThekwini municipality, followed by the Honourable Letsi, and then a representative from the Department of Higher Education and Training, and we will end with Dr. Nchangase saying a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Program Director, the Chancellor of the University, Manzini, the newly appointed the Vice-Chancellor and the Principal of the Mangosuthu University, Sibiya Sotobe. The management of the university, students, representatives, sibingelela abasebenzi sebekhulumile. Siyafisa futhi ngokukhethekile ukubingelela umndeni wakaSibiya. Siyabona ukhona la. Some of us who have worked with Mr. Sibiya in the struggles, we know them. We know their role in our community, mainly Mlazi. I stand before you on behalf of the eThekwini municipality, representing 222 councillors from different political parties. I also represent 4.2 million people who are residents in our city or in our municipality. The reason why we are happy and feel honored to be here is because we have a relationship with the university, with Mangosuthu University. Firstly, the newly appointed Vice-Chancellor, before she became part of the Mangosuthu University, she is a resident of the eThekwini municipality. I assume that she pays the bills. And you are not in arrears. She is a resident of our municipality. She has been produced by Umlazi Township. In other words, we can boldly say the eThekwini municipality has produced her. If she was appointed in another university outside of the eThekwini, we would have said, please represent us well. Even while you are here, in a township where you were born, Vice-Chancellor, and grew up, please represent the people of eThekwini well while you are executing your responsibility to lead this university. We have partnership with university on a number of programs. We commit ourselves to continue to work with university. But there are few programs that the city is trying to introduce. We are engaging institutions of higher learning in our municipality to request them to allow council to be represented in the councils of universities, so that issues that need the municipality to be addressed in your institutions are easily attended and attended quicker. For example, we are aware that universities sometimes have difficulties with the approvals of their building plans. We want to assist you by working with you closely so that all those problems are addressed with speed. But we have another form of a relationship with you, of which we are not happy with as a city. But we want to address it here so that we agree. Whenever Prof. Sibiya, students are dissatisfied, unhappy with whatever, including employees of the university, When they demonstrate, they block our roads. They affect the movement of our communities, mainly from Umlazi. We receive complaints from councillors and members of the community for that. But if we work together, we can even assist the university in resolving some of the dispute conflicts that we have with your students, using our experience, because the best thought is pila ngamathotho namamash nama memorandum singalekelela ukulungisa ezinye inkinga enazo njenge university ukuze kube khona ukuthula. We are here on behalf of the municipality to congratulate the newly appointed Vice-Chancellor and the Principal. We also carry the prayers from City Hall. And we pray and we hope that God appointed you to this position, knowing very well that you are equal to the task. We pray that God give you guidance, give you wisdom, and protect you. From now on, we hope that the university will always be in the media for positive reasons and for good news only. Previously, the university has been in the media for wrong reasons. But under your leadership, we hope that you will bring stability in the university and the university will achieve all its objectives. With those few words, thank you very much for the opportunity. We congratulate you. All the best. Thank you.
The program director, I have a problem. I've been sitting here, no one has been calling me. And when you call me, somebody's calling me. I suspect they thought maybe my notes are on my phone. And they wanted me not to read them. Program director, Honorable Minister Dr. Nkabani, who's currently attending the G20 working group in Brazil, the university's chancellor, Mr. Sandile Zungu. Maybe we must also congratulate you for having your first win this week. The university administrator, Professor Van Staden, Speaker of a technical councillor, Councillor Tabanya was Honorable Premier in absentia, Vice-Chancellor's presence, Deputy Vice-Chancellor's presence, representatives of different institutional structures, IF convocation, organized labor, SRC, Honorable Ngobi Msazana, Member of Parliament, serving in the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and members of the academic community. Good afternoon. It is indeed a distinct honor to stand before you today at this significant occasion. The installation ceremony for our new Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Sibiya. On behalf of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to our new Vice-Chancellor on this momentous achievement. Today marks not only the beginning of your leadership journey, but also a renewed commitment to excellence, innovation, and transformation within our institution. As we gather here in the esteemed Dr. Pixley Sime Hall, we celebrate the promise of new ideas, fresh perspectives, and a vision that will guide us into the future. Prof. Sibiya, You are entering a male-dominated space. 30 years into our democracy, we still have 77% of vice-chancellors being male. It's a distinction. Because I'm not sure if your distinction here at MUT starts at 75% as well. But it's a distinction of male representatives in our sector. We only have 6 female vice-chancellors currently. Gender transformation at this level has been very slow. You will have to excel, Prof. Sibiya, and prove to everybody else that women leaders are capable of leading. Do not feel shy to draw lessons from the 5 other women who are already leading our institutions and have done exceptionally well, despite many challenges they continue to face. You are the first female vice-chancellor of this particular university. In its entire existence of 45 years. Already, you are a trendsetter. So don't be shy from continuing to set more trends. We believe that you will take this institution to greater heights and be the center that holds everything together. This university, Prof. Sibiya, comes from a painful past with governance challenges, and everybody here will be looking at you and your management executive team, working with the university or all university stakeholders to even better the gains brought by the administration process. We do not want to see the university regressing. As we reflect on the current landscapes of higher education, it is essential to recognize that the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, our sector is in a state of flux, grappling with issues that require thoughtful and decisive leadership. One of the most pressing concerns is the need for equitable access to quality education. Despite the strides we have made, many students still encounter obstacles that hinder their academic successes. It is our duty to advocate for policies and practices that ensure every learner, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to thrive. In addition, the rapid advancement of technology in education has transformed the way we teach and learn. Whilst these present incredible opportunities for innovation, it also brings challenges, particularly concerning the digital divide. We must prioritize initiatives that promotes digital literacy and promote the necessary resources to ensure that all students can benefit from technological advancement. Furthermore, the call for the transformation and inclusivity within our institutions have never been more urgent. As we strive to create academic enrollments that reflect the diversity of our society, we must remain committed to fostering a culture of respect and understanding. This requires not only policies, Prof. Sibiya, but also a genuine commitment to listening to and valuing the voices of all members of our community. As you step into this vital role, my dear Vice-Chancellor, you take on the responsibilities of steering our institutions through these challenges. Your leadership will be crucial in shaping policies and promote equity, innovation, and inclusivity. We're excited to see how your vision will inspire our students and staff, both academic and administration, to reach new heights. I was happy, Prof. Vice-Chancellor of Ungoye, that you are representing yourself. It will not be good of me to leave here without mentioning that we don't have a very good relationship with yourself. of which you are now a member of, or your organization called USAF, does not have a good relationship with us as the portfolio committee. Maybe I must put it that way. We ask you, like we'll continue to ask others, vice-chancellors, that we must not be laws unto ourselves as vice-chancellors, because we have the resources of the institutions to defend ourselves against employees of the university, against workers, against students. We have vice-chancellors in this country who, on a good day, they can just take students, they can just suspend students without any due process. They can suspend workers without any due process. And when those students or workers try to fight for themselves, you as vice-chancellors, with your executive management, you use these resources that are meant to better the lives of our people to defeat them. So we're asking you, Vice-Chancellor, don't enter into that terrain. Do not become one of those who believe that they are laws unto themselves. Because if you do that, Vice-Chancellor, we're going to have a problem with you. Prof. Mtos, cela ubaxelele pha ku USAF ukuthi akekho umuntu ongake account South Africa. Every year the state through parliament or parliament through government gives over 43 billion to universities as grants, and therefore we expect you to account for those 43 billion. This week in Cape Town on Wednesday, I'm happy to see the Vice-Chancellor of UJ with an interaction, a very good interaction with the University of Johannesburg. More than 70% Vice-Chancellors of UJ's revenue in the 2023 academic year came from Parliament, either through grants, subsidies, or through NSFAS. Over 70%. That tells you that the state is indeed funding higher education in South Africa. There are those who believe otherwise. I don't know where. But there are institutions like MUT, Vice-Chancellor, where almost 80% or more of the university funds come from the state or come from us in Parliament. It's us who vote for that money. And when we ask you to account for it, sikubuza nje sithi awusixelele lapha, why have you used 20 million on lawyers chasing workers and chasing students? Uzusixelele ngokuthi nina bayibiza lento yenu ukuthi you have got academic what? That thing of yours manifuna kuba independent. You are not independent when you need funds, but you are independent when you must account for them. So I thought, Vice-Chancellor, as I move towards conclusion, let us celebrate this new beginning and commit ourselves to working collaboratively towards a brighter future for our institution and the communities we serve. Together we can address the challenges that lie ahead, ensure that our higher education system continues to be a beacon of hope and opportunity for all. Congratulations once again. I look forward to witnessing the positive impact of your leadership this year and in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Letsi. I'd like our final speaker for this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is the Deputy Director General in the Department of Higher Education and Training for University Education, Dr. Marcia Satikwa.
Let me start off by sharing, I think, Minister's greetings. Minister's still in Brazil, doing national duty, and I'm certainly not representing her. But I do feel that if she was here, she would be supporting women, especially women leaders. I must say, and I want to use this opportunity to indicate that Minister was especially appreciative, Professor Sibiya, of your coming all the way to Johannesburg on her maiden speech. She was really appreciative, and I think in that regard, she would definitely not have doubted or hesitated to support you in return. I must also say, MC, that it is very heartening that other women vice-chancellors come all the way to support a woman vice-chancellor. I think you are trendsetters, and I really wish to encourage you to continue with that trajectory, supporting one another all the way. The work as a Vice-Chancellor, as we all know, is not easy. So, Prof. Sibiya, we welcome you with your impressive history and look forward to creating an equally impressive future for this institution. We are especially excited that a woman Vice-Chancellor has entered what Ntate described as a male-dominated terrain. I see this as an act of dilution, and I'm excited because I think you present fresh, open-minded approach to transformation and innovation and change as women. Prof. Sibiya, I invite you and the institution MUT to focus your innovation efforts on, amongst others, mathematical sciences. And I want to focus on mathematical sciences, Prof. Sibiya, because as you would know, Professor Yolisa Ngonga was one of the first mathematics science vice-chancellors. And we are making a huge mistake if we ignore the essence of mathematics in our society. Allow me just to reflect on some of the work of Professor Yolisa Ngonga. He's indicated that the school sector does not yet produce the number of quality passes in mathematics that we require to support the STEM-oriented careers that we need for the knowledge information society. The National Development Plan set an ambitious target of 35,000 learners attaining more than 50% in mathematics by 2025. The class of 2023 exceeded this target with 41,273. However, the target was not skills-oriented. To add to our woes, there has been a steady decline in matrics pupils taking mathematics. In the class of 2023, only 32%, I'm going to say that again, only 32% wrote mathematics. This means that 66% of grade 12s take mathematics literacy, and 2% take technical mathematics. This is not an adequate pipeline for matriculants entering universities. needing to focus on mathematical sciences. So, Prof, the challenge is there, and I'm willing to support you all the way to focus on assisting us, and us meaning the state, in bringing mathematics back and adding the excitement to mathematics. We all know that for grade 12s to excel in mathematics, we must have teachers who are well trained in teaching mathematics. It means our universities must focus on that teaching and training of mathematics teachers. To that, the National Development Plan of 2030 set a target of at least 75% of academics teaching at South African universities being PhD holders. And I really appreciated your earlier comment about improving the profile of our teaching staff. And as you know, maybe I should share this with you. In mathematics, the proportion of PhD holders stands at 61%, and in statistical fashion, this is only 45%. The majority, that is at least 55% of mathematical scientists teaching at universities under the age of 40 do not have PhDs. We are willing to support you if you rein them in. And we will do so through the UCTB fund, because our KPIs require us to ensure that we have careers oriented towards the STEM subjects. That is science, mathematics, physics. And I want to conclude, Prof, by inviting you very warmly to join us with this national priority of being a change agent and ensuring that universities remain the apex of a country's education pyramid, and enabling us to address all the shortcomings in our skills base. It is universities that remain the best platforms to teach, train, and produce graduates that have strong qualitative skills critical to building the digital economy. So join us, Prof. Sibiya. Join us in this transformational journey. Next year, we are launching the Mega Maths Festival, and it's part of our first attempt nationally to bring everyone on board to make mathematics sexy. Mathematics is sexy because it will take you into the careers of the future. We mean business. Mathematics helps us to create the skill set that solves problems. Look after your legacy, Prof. Sibiya. Protect it with everything you have, and we'll support you. Thank you.
Program Director, thank you very much. Chancellor, Administrator, and the Vice-Chancellor, my task is very simple. is to say thank you very much. Firstly, I'll start with the Minister in absentia, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal in absentia, the Mayor of eThekwini, represented by the Speaker, and the members of Parliament and Portfolio Committee on Higher Education are with us, DHEAD officials who are amongst us, members of Council of eThekwini, Founder's Office, thank you very much, princes and princesses from the royal families, we are honored that you are amongst us. MUT, Chancellor, thank you very much, Manzini, for taking your time and being with us here today, highly appreciated. The administrator and his team, thank you very much, Professor Van Staden, much appreciated. Vice-Chancellors from different universities, we appreciate this day where we spend with you in the process of honoring our new Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Sibiya. That is highly appreciated. DVCs and the deans and other academic staff from our sister universities, we appreciate you being with us today. Industry captains and industry guests who are amongst us, please support us. We need you as MUT. Please help us to nurture this baby MUT. We are a very small university that's got potential to expand. Please come on board and support us to introduce programs that talk to what you want as the industry. International community, presented by our partners from USA and Germany, who are amongst us. You are highly honored. We are honored that you are with us. Please create those international links so that we will be able to go not only in the country, but go outside the country and learn from those countries. And members of religious organizations, please continue praying for Mangosuthu University. We need those prayers so that we get strength and wisdom so that Vice-Chancellor and her team will be able to steer MUT to the direction that all of us we want to see. MUT becoming one of the best universities in the country, in the continent, and in the world. I think we're in the right time now under the new leadership. Members of the media, I vow and promise that from now on, you'll be getting good stories from MUT. And please make sure that you publish more good stories about us to market ourselves and build our brand. Without any further delay, we cannot exclude our MUT radio. That is very important for us to have the radio as MUT. MUT executive, we have to rally behind our leader, our Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Sibiya, as executive. And thank you very much also for supporting this occasion today. MUT staff members, your unions have spoken already. Please let us rally behind the leader and make sure that we provide support where we can. And when there are issues, let us sit down and engage so that we build this baby MUT. Thank you very much for being here. MUT students, thank you very much for being here. SRC members as well, because it's very important for us. You are a very important stakeholders. Without you, there will be no MUT. Thank you very much for firstly choosing to come and study at MUT. It's very important for us. And for you to be here today is also very, very important for us. Convexo, that's very important for us that you are here. Thank you. IF as well, and SRC and union members, thank you very much for coming here, leadership, and vow your support to our newly elected Vice-Chancellor. The following departments that plan the occasion is the Office of the Registrar. Thank you very much, Office of the Registrar. Marketing and Communication, thank you very much for organizing such a very well-organized event. Operations and Safety and Security, we thank you. We haven't seen any incident. It means we are protected in this venue. Thank you very much for that. And MUT Choir, thank you very much for giving us such a nice music, but you always do it. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for ushers who are helping us, directing us where we're supposed to sit and do whatever. Last but not least, thank you very much to our program director, Dr. Naidu. Thank you very much. Thank you, program director.
Thank you, Dr. Nshangase. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to participate in something that is uniquely MUT. ladies and gentlemen, is how we do things here in Umlazi. Okay, so we have now reached the end of today's proceedings. I'd just like to remind you of a few things. We will conclude with the singing of the national anthem. Thereafter, the Chancellor will dissolve this congregation. You are reminded of two things. Please remain standing as the procession leaves, and then remain seated after the procession has left so that you may be informed of refreshments and so on. So with those final words, singing of the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand?
On that broad note, leli lizwe elamakhosikazi so asoze laphela amandla leli lizwe elamakhosikazi asoze laphela amandla. Thank you. By virtue of the powers that are vested in me as the Chancellor, rather, into zabantu, I hereby dissolve this congregation of Mangosuthu University of Technology. Thank you.
top